Hi, beautiful people. Thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and I'm excited. I'm excited for today. I'm excited for what we're going to talk about. So let's get right into it. Okay, so today I decided to hop on the trend of becoming that girl, right? Or being the main character of your life. So I pretty much want to introduce this and like what I feel my take on is becoming that girl or becoming the main character of your life. Like, what does that really look like? How do I define it? And this is pretty much how I define it, right? And I know everybody has their own definition of it and what that means, what that looks like. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about right here. I honestly feel like you becoming that girl or the main character of your life is going to look different for everybody. It's going to look different. Becoming that girl doesn't mean becoming that girl that you see on Instagram or becoming that girl that you see on TikTok or whatever. No, it's honestly you becoming the best version of you. So what does that look like for you and in your life with your situations, right? Because a lot of the times we see people doing certain things and it's working out for them, but then we try it and we're like, oh, that doesn't really look right on me, or oh, she has kids, I don't have kids. So it's kind of like, you know, you're trying to achieve something that's just out of your scope, if that makes sense. So I really want you to first take the time out and to define what becoming that girl means to you. So that means taking out a journal and really just sitting down, taking your time and just say, what does becoming that girl look like to me? Right? What are the goals you want to accomplish for you? What will make you happy? And mind you, when you're doing this, you're not incorporating what everybody else wants from you. No, exclusively for you. What do you want out of your life? What will just make you feel good when you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I did that. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of what I did. That's to me, that's you becoming that girl or the main character of your life. Okay, so here we're gonna discuss a few tips that I just came along the way with my journey. I'm still not done. I feel like, I feel like it's a journey. I don't feel like it's never really an end goal. I honestly feel like every year we are elevating, well, every year you should be trying to be elevated and trying to do new things and different things and better things that you did a few months back or a year ago. You always want to look back in the end of the year. It's like, yo, I did that. I'm proud of myself. So that's what we want to hone in on. So the first one we're going to talk about is habit change. What does that mean? Okay, so I want you to think about all of the things that you do in your life. It can be good habits, it can be bad habits. And it's like, what in that field can you X out? What is not beneficial to you anymore? So in habit change, what is not beneficial for you any longer in this new space that you're in, trying to become that girl? So what does that look like? So for instance, for me, I love my sleep, right? Everybody knows Jasmine loves her sleep. But what I had to do to start showing up more for myself and to make sure that I got my me time in, I had to start getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just so I can have that alone time with myself, my alone time with God, meditating, praying, journaling before all the noise, before me logging into work, before me taking the kids to school, making sure they're good. I had to find time for myself. And I had to sacrifice my sleep. But it has been the best thing that I've done for myself. Truly. It has been life-changing for me, honestly. Just waking up an hour and a half before my kids, So, and like I said, in that time, I journal, I meditate, I pray to God, I read my devotional, and then I also work out. So that's my time to really, it's strictly me. and everything is just me. So those are the type of habit changes that I had to make for myself to better my life, right? Also, you know, I try to, like, little habits, like as far as drinking my water before I get that iced coffee. As little as that sounds, that was huge for me, because I'm quick to make my iced coffee and forget to even drink my bottle of water. So that's another thing that I try to incorporate. Before you make that iced coffee, you're gonna have your super green. I'm gonna have a super greens drink, and then I'm also drinking some water, and then I can have my iced coffee. And by that time, I won't want a full cup. I won't want a full 16 ounces of iced coffee. And then I try to start making it at home more times than none. So that's just some ideas, right? Also, making sure you write down your goals, you guys. You have to write down your goals. I promise you, it is life changing, okay? Me being able to look back at my old journals and see that certain goals that I wrote down a year ago, that I'm literally checking off. Like, I am seeing everything that I said that I wanted to do a few months ago, simply just by writing it down and making it plain. Write it down and make it plain. If you don't take anything else from this video, write down your goals, you guys. Write down your goals. And I know people will say a lot of times too, to write down your goals and then review them often or every day. I don't do that. I will review them maybe once every few weeks or so, or whatever the case may be, just to make sure I'm on track. But sometimes, honestly, I'll forget about the goals that I wrote down, and then I'll go back months from now and be like, whoa, like, I literally been checking stuff off. So if you're like a vision board girl, like all that, I honestly believe writing it down or having something visual that you can look at, and I think that is bomb. So try to incorporate that, okay? My next tip is letting go. What does that mean? To me, we all grew up with these certain beliefs, our certain limiting beliefs that we all grew up with, that we really didn't know that was kind of inside of us, until you start to try new things, and you're like, you got all these roadblocks, or you got all these limited beliefs, or you got all this, I'm not good enough to do that, I'm not good enough to start a business, I'm not good enough to start a YouTube, whatever the case may be. Or basically, I want you to, whatever you want to do in your life, I want you to disregard all the old beliefs that you currently did believe in, right? And I want you to grasp new ideas. I want you to grasp new beliefs, right? And I really want you to release old beliefs and create new ones. Okay, so maybe before, growing up, your family wasn't good with money. So instinctively, you think that you're not good with the money. No, that doesn't have to be your truth, right? So you create new ones. You create new beliefs around money, and you can believe that making money, or another one is making money is hard, or you have to really work to the bone to make money. No, you can take on new beliefs and say, no, money flows easily to me, or making money is easy to me. You can just create your own beliefs. You know what I mean? Being healthy is easy. Like, it goes wide. Believing in something is literally just a thought. You just have to believe. When you believe it, those are your beliefs, okay? Next, I want you to start saying yes to yourself more. So what does that mean? What is it that you like to do? What is it that you would love to do on a weekly or even on a daily that you just don't incorporate for yourself because you're so busy with pouring into others? I'm here to tell you that if you are not doing things for yourself, if you are not simply incorporating little things to make sure your cup is filled first, it ain't gonna work, sis. It ain't gonna work, sis. And I'm telling you that resentment will come. So I want you to start incorporating daily things, create certain routines that only involves you, that allows you leveling up, that allows you to do things that you love and that you appreciate and that you feel happy with doing. Us as women, as moms, as wives, as girlfriends, we have business owners, we have so many responsibilities that a lot of times that we just shut off us. We shut off like the things that we love to do and enjoy doing, and it's not healthy. And I'm telling you, you don't want to get to that burnout space because you're not filling up your cup. So make yourself a priority. Next, I want you to, so after we got done, remember you wrote all your bomb ass goals down that you're going to complete. I need you to actually start implementing those things, right? Empowered action, right? What does empowered action mean? Now you're going to sit here and you're gonna create steps on how you're going to make those goals happen. Like, I couldn't just say I wanted to become a life coach and just didn't know how I was going to do that, right? How am I going to become a life coach? That means I had to research the school I wanted to do. I had to research, like what their credentials look like. What was the time period? What was the tuition fees going to look like? I had to incorporate and research all of that, right? When is the best time I'm going to do it? What days of the week can I commit to it? And I had to sign up. I had to follow through. So those are like the empower actions that I mean. Then you're saying you want to do better with your money. What are the steps you're going to do to get there? If you want to pay off your debt, what is the appropriate steps that you're going to do to get there, to pay off those debts, right? Stuff like that. We say all the time we want to get into shape, but we don't want to work out, or we go work out, but then we're eating like crap. Me, I'm still working on that. I'm getting better because my body is starting to reject a lot of shit. So yeah, it's like, okay, eating better because I want to look good in my skin. I want to be able to wear this and wear that. So those are the empowered actions. I can't just say I want to be fit. I can't just say I want to look good in this and look good in that, and I'm not working out, or I'm not drinking enough water, or I'm not, implementing enough healthy meals in my diet. That's what I mean about empower action. Next, I want to talk about accountability. What does that mean? So we all need that support system. A lot of the times we don't want the support system because we like, who gonna check me, boo? But no, you need to find a group of people, or you need to find someone who can keep you and hold you accountable with certain things, that you want to accomplish with your goals. I think somebody holding you accountable will make you stretch and make you get out of your comfort zone. I just started in a community group with other women, and it's honestly one of the best decisions I've made. Just being around like-minded women who is doing a damn thing, it will push you to just want to strive for better. And then you will see like, damn, they doing this, and I'm complaining about this. Like, I can let me get my stuff together. Let me get my shit together. It'll make you do that, right? And then like especially if you can see people that's already done X, Y, and Z, and you're like, damn, okay, I could do that. I could do that. To me, that's the type of accountability that I need, right? Like, it's often times where I can feel so overwhelmed, right? And then I can see somebody come with more kids than me, businesses popping way more than me, and they killing the shit. And it's just like, okay, wait, let me step back. Let me just get my mind together and work it out. So that's what I mean. And then it's simply also about support. Like, you have that group of people that can just support you. You want to cry, you want to vent. You have those people that, that would just support you. And I think that is totally necessary. And I feel like we all need that. Also, and this should have been first, but keeping God first, keeping God in the center of your lives, making time for Him always. You guys, I honestly see and I've noticed, if I'm not talking to God, if I'm not implementing Him in my business and in my day, that little business, I'm gonna feel so overwhelmed. I'm gonna feel so overwhelmed. I'm like, what am I doing, right? But when I'm talking to Him, literally like my Father that He is, He shows me different things. He just gives me guidance, and that's really what we need. We look for guidance everywhere else but Him, and He has the blueprint. God got the blueprint that we need, okay? And sometimes you can tend to forget that, especially when things are kind of going good and you like, oh yeah, thank you God, and keep it moving. Like, nah, you need to spend time, sis. Like, I'm I'm slowly but surely always having to remember that. Like, if God is not in the center, stuff is gonna go crazy. Like, it's just gonna be all over the place and chaotic. And when things are chaotic for me, I just shut down. I don't do anything. So it's like, then what type of growth is that gonna be? It ain't gonna be none, right? So keep God first, sis. So yeah, thank you guys. Those are just the little quick tips that I have for you. I really hope that you found some type of value in this video. You know, whatever the definition of it girl means to you, make it make sense to you. Not what everybody is saying. Make it make sense to you. What do you want to wake up to every day? Who can you look in the mirror and say, damn, like, I am proud of me. I am proud of me. I can go and walk in a room, hold my head up high. That is to me, that is the definition of being the it girl. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for you? Find that out, journal it out, create the necessary steps and the action steps that you're going to create and make to become that girl. And stop allowing people to alter that for you. No, this is your life. And that's what I want to say that in closing. This is your life. You have to live your life. Stop listening to other people. Stop trying to make everything make sense for everybody else. When everybody else is gone, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be all you. When your kids are all grown and doing their own thing, when your husband is thriving in his career, you back looking in the mirror like, well, damn, what am I? Who am I? You know what I mean? And I've come to, I've had that part of my journey where I honestly had to sit back and be like, who is Jasmine? Who am I? What do I want to do? What does this my life journey look like? How exactly do I want to help, other women or whatever the case may be? And it was doing things that I didn't see people around me doing, right? So, but anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm trying my best and try to stay consistent, with this YouTube thing. I will link my podcast. I will link my podcast in the description box. I will also leave my email in case you want to subscribe to my weekly newsletter that I send out. I love you guys so much. Just remember, whatever desire that you have, God put that in your heart for a reason. Go after those goals, tackle them, knock them out. I love you, sis. Have a good one. Mwah. Don't know if you got a girl.